right, y'all. Welcome back. This is right now. This is awkward beginnings, and this is this is a time with all of these trials going. We call this meat on the bone. Man. You know, the media has left the content creators a lot of meat on the bone to make content off of. You know what I mean? And it's all over the internet. With these trials, you can't really do too much with the federal trials, such as how we're doing with the Tupac trials, because it's all over the place. It's all over the news. It's all over, all over YouTube. So right now is like that time of the year when it's the gifts that keeps giving, man, as far as content. So there's a lot of content out right now as far as this Tupac trial. All right, this video I'm about to do right now is a guy named Dirt Rock from Southside Compton, uh, which was Keefy D's neighborhood or whatever, right? There was a video years ago. Um, he's being interviewed, you know what I mean, and you know, supposedly uh, he turned informant to turn in and he turned in Keefy D, which led to Keefy D supposedly uh, taking that proffer deal over the PCP. You know what I mean? When they met him at his house, right? So this all started because of allegedly because of Dirt Rock. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of uh, bad media about this Dirt Rock dude snitching on Keefy D. This case kind of ruined his life, Keefy D's life. You know what I'm saying? If you watch Murder Rap and Unsolved, they kind of break it down piece by piece on how the whole situation went. You know what I mean? And this whole indictment stuff started with Dirt Rock. Dirt Rock, Keefy D, uh, Keefy D led them to Diddy and several others or whatever. You know what I mean? So if we're looking at this as a domino effect, this is where the first domino fell. You know what I'm saying? And knocked knocked over a whole bunch of people. Probably one. It's not really to. It didn't begin to have something to do with the Tupac murder case, but eventually the Tupac murder case merged into uh, this situation. You know what I'm saying? And it all started off with allegedly Dirt Rock. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, let's check this out, y'all. Dirt Rock takes the stand after 30 years. Now, what rock they drug him from up under? I couldn't tell you, because he's been. I guess he was laying low for 30 years or whatever. You know what I mean? So let's see what Dirt Rock had to say. Well, we're gonna watch him on the stand, but in a couple of days we're gonna watch the video that the interview that Dirt Rock did, where he kind of like spilled the beans and everything or whatever. And from what I hear, he's not welcome over there anymore. I'm not sure how true that is, but that's what they say on the internet. But I don't know that to be true or not. You know what I'm saying? So let's check out Dirt Rock on the stand. Let's check out Dirt Rock on the stand or whatever. But I don't know, man. Y'all answer this question for me. Like, um, what happened to the days when gangbangers supposedly didn't take the stand. They refused to take the stand. You know what I'm saying? What happened? Because back in the days, supposedly they didn't take the stand. Now it seems like you got more of these people uh, ready to take the stand now. You know what I'm saying? And supposedly it started off with Cowboy. Now I'm not saying that Cowboy's wrong for taking a stand for his boy Nip. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of where it started at. With Cowboy taking the stand. That's where people started putting a microscope on the gangsters taking the stand and stuff. And you know, if you're a gang member, that's rule number one. They say you're not supposed to take the stand. But who am I? I ain't no street person. I don't know no better. To give you the narratives, that way you can choose for yourself. Do if you feel it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, this is Dirt Rock. 30 years later, older. You know what I'm saying? What rock they pulled him from up under? What dirt rock they pulled him from up under? I don't know, but here he goes, y'all. He's on the stand, spilling the beans, telling it all.
Good Hawthorne.
Did you ever start spending time in Compton? What was who were you spending time with?
My homeboys and people around, friends.
At some point, were you spending time with a person you knew as Big Dre?
Yes.
Would you describe him as a friend?
Then you knew as
And
Big
then
Dre.
Later on, did you start spending time with a person by the name of Orlando Anderson?
Yes, I did.
Would you consider him a friend?
Yes.
As a result of your relationship with Orlando Anderson, did you start coming into contact with the Southside Compton Crips?
Oh, yes, I did.
Can you tell us how that happened?
Meaning we used to go over there and, hang out. We wasn't from over there at that time, but we knew a couple of people. So, we go over there, hang out, chill.
And then is it fair to say at some point?
Hey, B, thanks for coming in live, man. I appreciate you, man. You're always there to support. You know what I'm saying? And man, appreciate you, man. Hey, hit that like for me if you can. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in and checking me out, man.
That you were given a option of joining Southside Crips or facing a different kind of repercussion.
Yeah, it was. I would say it was.
They told that boy get down or get there, get put on or roll out. You know what I'm saying? Don't show back up. That's pretty much how they go. That's how they do it, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
The option, like either or, basically.
And can you tell us what the either or was?
Well, at the time, it was either we're going to join or we just can't come around no more.
And did you ultimately join?
Yeah, I did.
And how does that work? How did you join?
You get put on, have a fight or whatever.
Now,
things of that nature.
Is it always this fight? Is it always a one-on-one, or sometimes is it multiple people on one?
Sometimes it's not one-on-one. If you get lucky, you might get a fair one like that. But other than that, sometimes it's not one-on-one.
And when you say a fair one, you mean a one-on-one?
Yeah.
All right. And so when you did you get a fair one, or did you have to get jumped in by multiple people?
Oh, I had a fair one. Yeah, it was not multiple people.
And how'd that happen? How'd that come about? You getting a fair one?
See, this is where these fools be dead wrong, man. Certain questions you can plead the fifth on. That's why the law knows much that's going on in the hood. You know, you got people. You know, that stuff's supposed to be a secret society, but when a person like this takes a stand and gives up all this information, you got people in the crowd jotting this stuff down. You know, and it works its way back up to the feds. You know what I'm saying? It gets translated amongst the department. You know, and they figure out what the code names are and the man, it's just crazy, man. He could have pled the fifth, or he could have did like Lil Woody said. I do not recall.
Wait, I mean, I don't understand the question.
Well, did Mr. Anderson assist you in joining the Southside Crips?
Oh, honestly, he didn't assist us on joining nothing. He just was there to make sure, because we was, we friends, to make sure basically that we had a fair, shake. We get a fair chance. Won't get dogged out, or not unless you got dogged out by that one, whoever he was fighting. So yeah, he was there to make sure that everything went pretty much as smooth as it can go.
And so Orlando Anderson was basically looking out for you.
Yeah, he was looking out for all those.
Now, are you familiar with a person that went by the moniker Keith?
Yep, he can't go back. Look at the face that Keefy D is making right there in the background. He looked like he's ready to do number two. The light shining off the top of his bald head, bro. This nigga is like, I can't believe this. I can't believe they fucking drug him from up under some dusty rock, and he's taking a stand, proud, proud as could be. Boy, I tell you.
VD.
Yes.
And who was he in the Southside Crips in the mid-90s?
He was a hustler. He was known for hustling. That's what he was known. What I knew from him is he was a hustler. He, grew up around there. That's basically what he was. Yeah.
And when you say he was a hustler, for those of us who don't understand what that means, what does that mean? Is he getting money? Is he doing other things?
He's getting money.
Oh yeah, he gonna tell it all too. What do you mean by that? He gonna spill every bean in a can, every last bean and every bean juice left in the can, man. That's where you're supposed to plead the fifth at right there. None of that other stuff is their business. He's supposed to be there to answer questions regarding the Tupac trial. You know what I mean? He wasn't there, so he wouldn't have much to speak about that. You know what I mean? Like this stuff is crazy.
Yeah, getting money. That's what it is.
And how is he getting
on a
money?
higher level?
On a higher level. So he's not just getting. There are some people who are let's say hustling and get money on maybe a lower level, and then there are people who are making bigger money.
Yeah, of course you can say that's safe to say. He's on a bigger level.
He was on a bigger level. And when we're talking about getting money, are we talking about through working a 9 to 5? Or are we talking about narcotics?
It was narcotics.
All right, and then when you got initiated to the Southside Crips through a fair one. After that, would you hang around the Southside area a lot?
My channel just hit 16,000K just right now, man. Congratulations to me, you know what I'm saying, and all the people that helped me reach that milestone. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that subscribed and came on. You know what I'm saying, and hit the like button and join these lives, man. We being here chopping it up, shooting our narratives back and forth. You know what I'm saying, and it's fun, and I appreciate everybody, man. A lot of people they don't support, but I ain't tripping, man. I know I do this for my own enjoyment. But thanks everybody that came and subscribed to the channel that helped me reach the 16,000 subscribers I got. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And is it sometimes referred to as the neighborhood?
You said it was
the neighborhood is like
yeah. I mean that's where we're from. That's where we're going to be.
And you had said we talked about Orlando Anderson. Did he have any relation to the Keefe D?
Did Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his nephew.
Orlando was Keefe's. Okay. And being a Davis or being part of that family in Southside, was that a big deal?
I wouldn't say it's a big deal. I mean, because there's a lot of families in our neighborhood, you know. But they were pretty, you know, prominent family, you know.
And then did the day you got initiated?
Look at Keefe D. He is turning red, boy. He is pissed off. Whew, man.
Did DeAndre also get initiated? And are you familiar with somebody by the name of Terrence Brown?
Yes.
Was he older than you, or was he your age?
Yeah, he was older than me.
So,
yeah, he was older than me.
So I assume he was in before you were in.
Oh yeah, way longer. Yeah, before, yeah.
He's more of a contestant. You were kind of in the group that Big Dre, Orlando, that age group.
That was that. Yeah, that's that era. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
And then Terrence Brown was, I'd say, would it be fair to say Terrence Brown's part of an older group along with Mr. Davis?
Yes.
During that time, did the South Side have any rival gangs in Compton?
We had a lot of rival gangs in Compton.
Yeah. Understood. Was Mob Piru one of those rival gangs?
Yes.
And Looters Park Piru also?
Yes.
In the mid-90s specifically, 1995, 1996, was there a war going on between Southside and Mob Piru?
Yes.
I'm going to focus your attention to around 1995. In 1990,
See, this dude is starting to talk too much, man. What I couldn't understand is, man, there's so much. You remember you can plead the fifth. Now they can send you a subpoena, which gets you in the court or whatever, or you run for the rest of your life. But you don't have to. You don't have to speak. You can plead the fifth. At any time. You know what I'm saying? I guess nobody told these dudes this stuff, man, because man, they going in there spilling the beans like no tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
95, were you aware whether or not Mob Piru was associating with a music label?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And what music label was that?
Death Row Records.
And were you familiar with somebody by the name of, or one by the name of Suge Knight?
Yes.
And would you say that he associated with the Mob Piru?
Yes.
Hey.
Were you familiar with somebody by the name of Tupac Shakur?
I saw cereal.
Yeah.
And would he also associate with Suge Knight, Death Row, and Mob Piru?
Yes.
Now, with regards to Southside, were you guys hanging out with another record label?
I mean, we have hung out with another record label. Yeah.
Yeah. And what record label was that?
It was Bad Boy.
And Bad Boy, is that the record label that was being run by Sean Puffy Combs?
Man, I wonder if him and Mob James ran into each other in the hallway at that courthouse or something like that. So I remember Mob James saying his baby mom was from that side of town or whatever. I don't know, it make me wonder. I seen Mob James being interviewed by what's his name? Melvin Farmer. He was being interviewed by Melvin Farmer in the hallway, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really get on his helmet too hard about taking a stand or whatever, you know what I mean? But you know what he really wanted to say, you know what I'm saying? But he kept it PG-13, you would say.
Correct.
And when you say you would associate with them, what would you go to concerts? Would you just hang out? What would be the nature of the connection that you saw between Southside and Bad Boy?
I mean, we went to a couple of like concerts. Seen them before, that concerts, or they came to our neighborhood before.
And when you would go to concerts, who would organize you going to that concert? How would you know to go to the concert?
Well, we just basically all do because they say we got tickets or da 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 da, and we all, they'd be like, okay, we're gonna go to the concert, get your ticket, and go.
Would you? Was your understanding part of it was to ensure that Bad Boy was not bothered by other gangs?
That was the basis of it, I believe. Yeah, I would say that.
And was there a particular gang that people in Bad Boy were worried about?
Yeah, they was worried about the death row.
I want to take.
Talk too much. He's just talking too much. I mean, the world knows, but I don't mean he got to say anything about it.
Your attention to the summer of 1996, in particular the Lakewood Mall. Are you aware of an incident that took place at the Lakewood Mall in the summer of 1996?
Yes, I am.
How are you familiar with that event?
Because I was there.
And that summer of Lakewood Mall, what happened? What were you doing at Lakewood Mall?
One of our friends, he was going off to college, and he had went up there to grab some things, get prepared for college. So we went along with him. And,
do you know where the money came from for this person who's going to college to get these things?
Yeah, Keefe was helping, try to get, he needed, a lot of, I don't know what college kids need really, but, need a little TV probably, a little, clothes and things of that nature.
And Lakewood Mall's not in Compton, is it?
Not at all.
Is it fair to say it's about 15, 20 minutes away from Compton?
Yeah, if that.
And just so things have changed in the last 30 years. Back then, you couldn't order things on Amazon and have them delivered to your house, right? You actually had to go
somewhere. I doubt it. I don't remember.
At the Lakewood Mall, you were there with other Southside Crip members. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And was Orlando Anderson one of the people that were with you?
Yes, Orlando was with us.
Okay. And then did you happen to run in that day into people from Reward Death Row Records?
Yes, we did.
Can you tell us about that?
We basically were coming from different sides of the mall, and we're, walking towards each other. I guess we basically.
He couldn't help it. Yes, we did. This dude, yeah. Remember what Woody used to say? I don't recall. I plead the fifth.
Seeing each other simultaneously, and people, they noticed us. They kept, coming our way. We kept coming that way. And a couple of words was exchanged once we got close enough, you know what I mean? And that's when the fight broke out.
So a fight broke out?
Yeah.
And by that, we're talking about people punching each other and tackling each other.
Yeah.
On the other side, were you aware of somebody by the name of Trayvon Lane there?
Yeah, I was aware of Trayvon. Yeah.
And in particular, there's talk about a death row chain or medallion hanging from Trayvon Lane's neck. Did you see that?
Yeah, did I see the chain? Seen the chain.
Okay. During the fight, did
y'all remember that the feds ask questions that they know already? It's what we call the feds playing fed games. They ask questions that they know already. You know what I mean? Y'all keep that in mind.
Anything happened to that chain?
Yeah, during the brawl,
Now, let me ask you something about the significance of a chain or something like that. Is there any special significance to taking somebody's chain?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course.
Can you explain that?
I mean, that was their logo, and so it's like you taking that from them is, like you got something, to at least harp about or to say, look, I took this,
Would it be?
Everybody in the chat, y'all subscribe to Paid V, where he's right there in the chat. Cameraman, he runs his own YouTube channel. He has good content over there. Y'all go check him out. He got good content. And the one that says Vernell Taylor 1404. Y'all go check him out.
Consider disrespectful to rip somebody's chain off?
Yes.
How did that brawl end? Like what made you guys stop fighting?
Oh well, the police came. You know what I mean? The police came, separated the parties. They didn't even try to talk to nobody or nothing. They just wanted to get the situation under control. Everybody just, you know what I mean, leave. Just get out of there. So that's what they did. They came in, they separated us basically. We went our way, they went their way.
Is it fair to say that Lakewood is a little different of a place than Compton?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
A little more suburban?
A little more, yeah.
Yeah. And at that point, it sounds like that whoever the police.
Man, this dude was a good old witness for them, boy. He did a hell of a job, man. I can imagine what they're gonna do to him when he show back over there on the south side. They ain't gonna be pretty. You know what I mean? He just answered every question. Shit, I can tomorrow. I think tomorrow or maybe Monday, we're gonna react to his interrogation room footage that he has. You know what I'm saying? He just spilling the beans, man, laying the beans out. Crazy.
He wasn't Lakewood, just was asking you guys to get out of there.
All right, y'all. That's I think that's the end of that, man. It's a short video, I guess, but all right, everybody hit that like button, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can find more of that video because it's unlikely that it ended that short. But y'all go to Bomb First, Reggie Wright Jr. to watch the whole video. I mean, the link should be in the description. But yeah, y'all hit that like button, man, and I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all.